What if you woke up in the body of the one person you hate most? A popular jock and a brainy outcast are arch enemies, but one ancient curse is about to force them to live each other's lives. And if they can't learn to work together, they might just destroy each other's futures for good.
The film begins with Woody and Nell, their neighbors and former childhood friends who go to the same high school. One night, Woody is blasting music, which makes Nell furious. When Woody refuses to turn it down, she slams her window shut. Unfortunately, her clothes get stuck, giving Woody a full view of her naked body. They have completely different lives. Woody is the popular varsity football player, while Nell is a book-smart girl who's not so great at socializing. They absolutely loathe each other and are constantly arguing. The next morning, Woody gets picked up by his friend Harry, while Nell has to walk after missing the bus. On the way, Woody and Harry intentionally speed through a puddle, drenching her. She shows up to school looking like a total mess, which makes Woody's girlfriend, Brianna, laugh at her. In the hallway, Woody gives her a fake apology, which Nell just ignores. Later in class, Woody types a vulgar message on Nell's computer, which suddenly blares out loud, causing the entire class to laugh at her. After that, their class takes a trip to an ancient history museum. Woody and Nell are forced to be partners on an assignment, and they immediately start arguing right in front of an ancient statue. As they fight, the statue quietly casts a spell on them. That night, the spell takes effect. They wake up the next morning in each other's bodies. Naturally, they both freak out, completely panicked and confused by their new situations. When they get to school, they immediately blame each other, but agree to pretend to be the other person until they can figure out how to switch back. At first, they try, but it doesn't last. They quickly start arguing again, each one accusing the other of ruining their reputation. It starts small, like Woody, really Nell, answering a question in class way too intelligently. Then Nell, really Woody, humiliates his body by tripping and dropping a food tray all over the cafeteria. It gets worse when Nell is forced to go to football practice. Since Woody is the team captain, she has to lead, but she has no idea what she's doing, getting screamed at by the coach for her terrible performance. The next day, they're still swapped. Woody, in Nell's body, is furious when he sees that Nell in his body is wearing dorky, preppy clothes, making him look like a loser. He's even more frustrated when he hears how badly she tanked his football practice. For payback, Woody shows up to school the next day dressed in ridiculously inappropriate and provocative clothes, doing everything he can to destroy Nell's reputation.
In retaliation, Nell in Woody's body breaks up with Brianna, which crushes the real Woody. The humiliation war keeps escalating. Woody in Nell's body drives off with a biker, Nikki, making the real Nell panic that she's about to lose her virginity. But Woody just can't go through with it. It feels too wrong being a guy in a girl's body, so he leaves. The next morning, Nikki is spreading rumors all over school about their night together. When Nell hears the rumors, she's devastated. Woody finds her, admitting that he didn't actually do anything and that Nikki is lying. Nell is still upset, so Woody in Nell's body decides to confront Nikki. He's not very effective, since he's in a girl's body. But right then, Nell in Woody's body runs up and punches Nikki square in the face, forcing him to admit he lied. Afterwards, the real Woody starts panicking about his upcoming football match. Suddenly, they both remember. They were arguing in front of that ancient statue, which turns out to be an Aztec deity. They call a truce and rush back to the museum. Unfortunately, yelling at the statue doesn't work. They're still stuck. They realize they have no choice but to help each other survive two huge upcoming events. Nell has to learn how to play football for Woody's big game, and Woody has to cram poetry and literature for Nell's big university interview. That night, their roles are completely reversed. Nell in Woody's body gets drunk at a party with Harry, while Woody in Nell's body is stuck at a slumber party with Nell's friends, listening to gossip about himself and getting a bikini wax. Later, Woody has to take care of a very hungover Nell. After spending so much time literally in each other's shoes, they actually start to like each other. They're finally understanding one another. The night before the game and the interview, they agree to go to the school party together. On the day of the interview, Woody in Nell's body goes in. He initially messes up and is asked to leave, but then he starts talking about poetry and rap, which completely impresses the interviewer. After that, he rushes to the football game just in time to watch Nell in Woody's body run in the winning touchdown in the final seconds. A college recruiter sees the whole thing and wants to talk to Woody about a scholarship.
After the game, they congratulate each other, and in that moment, they say the exact same heartfelt words to each other, which just so happens to be the trigger. The spell lifts, and they're finally back in their own bodies. But the celebration is cut short when Brianna runs up and kisses Woody. Nell sees this and, completely heartbroken, just goes home. Woody tries to invite Nell to the party, but her mom stops him. Nell then gets an acceptance letter from the university, meaning Woody's interview was a success, but she's still too upset to go to the party. Her dad has a heart-to-heart with her on the porch, where she admits she truly likes Woody. He surprises her with a new dress and shoes. Meanwhile, at the party, Woody and Brianna are crowned king and queen, but as they're about to dance, Woody sees Nell walk in. He leaves Brianna on the spot, goes right to Nell, and they both confess their love for each other. They leave the party together and share a kiss in front of their houses as their dads secretly cheer for them. The next day, Nell tells her mom she's taking a year off before starting university. Then she hops into Woody's car and they drive off together.